Wir sind wieder zurück und damit darf ich euch recht herzlich begrüßen zu unserer Pressekonferenz zum Saisonauftakt 2025/26. Ja, unsere Athletiker sind bereits gestern mit Leistungstests in diese Saison gestartet und heute Vormittag ging es dann erstmals raus auf dem Platz. Ja, über das und über vieles mehr werden wir jetzt dann sprechen, nämlich mit unserem Sportdirektor Dino Buric. Grüß dich, Dino.
Grüße euch, herzlich willkommen.
Und erstmals darf ich unseren neuen Cheftrainer bei mir am Podium begrüßen. Herzlich willkommen, Joao, bem-vindo, Joao.
Thank you.
Bevor wir losstarten, gibt es noch einen Hinweis für die Fans vor dem Livestream. Die Fragen an Joao und natürlich auch seine Antworten werden auf Englisch abgehalten. Wir werden die Pressekonferenz allerdings im Nachgang dann auf unsere Webseite und auch auf unsere Kanäle mit deutschem Untertitel hochladen. Dann starten wir rein, Dino. Lass uns zuerst über die Verpflichtung von Joao sprechen. Was waren denn schlussendlich die Gründe, dass man sich für den 36-jährigen Portugiesen entschieden hat?
Herzlich willkommen nochmal von meiner Seite. Die Gründe waren, Joao brennte für die Aufgabe. Das haben wir zu jedem Zeitpunkt gespürt. Ich habe schon einmal erwähnt, er war definitiv einer, der schon letzten Sommer im Kandidatenkreis war. Und wir haben einfach in vielen Gesprächen einfach gemerkt, er brennt für diese Aufgabe, er hat eine unglaubliche internationale Erfahrung bei seinen Stationen gehabt, die er mitbringt. Und neben all seiner fachlichen Kompetenz hat er eine gewisse soziale Ader im Umgang mit Menschen, im Umgang mit Spielern. Und das sehen wir als unglaublich wichtig, um einfach, dass er seine Ideen der Mannschaft wiedergeben kann, übermitteln kann, sodass sie es auch verstehen.
Dankeschön, Dino. Joao, you finally arrived in Linz. You also met the team for the first time. What are your first impressions and how excited are you to finally begin this new chapter?
Yeah, so hallo zusammen. Ich freue mich hier zu sehen. Okay, I know I don't speak more German, but I want first of all, before answer your question, just to tell you that, okay, I speak 5 languages, so normally I'm a guy that where I go, I adapt. I try to learn the local language. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time yet to learn the German, and it's not easy, believe me. But I will, just for you to know that I will give my best, and as soon as possible, I will try to make the effort to speak your language, okay? And during this time, I just ask you comprehension for speaking English, okay? So, but I think the most important thing is at least we can have a communication in English where we can understand each other. So that is the first thing. I hope you understand that, okay? And regarding your question, my first impressions of the club, I would say that when you arrive to Linz, to the club, you see a club that right now, in terms of facilities, in terms of organization, in terms of like the stadium, everything, the way the club is set up, I would say that is a club that is right now in a very good level regarding everything that I saw in Europe. I work in different countries, different continents, and I can tell you that the club right now is in a good position, okay? And my first impression is that inside of the club, there is a big wish for the sporting side to follow this level of the club in terms of organizations and in terms of facilities. So me and Dino and the club, Mr. Sigmund, we are trying to work hard to ensure that we match this level that the club is going, okay, in terms of facilities, in terms of organizations. And to be fair, since the first day, and the first day physically here, but we are working since 1 month at least, hard every day, I feel a lot of energy, okay? So I feel people, young people, you can correct me, but I think it's a club that wants young people in the building, and as a consequence, you feel this energy, this desire. I feel the people, they want to help in their area, they want to help the club to be better. And that is a good feeling for a coach, you know, because when you feel that, you believe that your life will be easier in terms of, I want just to be focused on the team and on the pitch and winning matches. So I want to say thank you for Dino, and because I say Dino because it's the person that is every day with me, but say thanks to everyone, because your help is very important for me, because at the end, I just want to be focused on the pitch, okay? So that is my first impression.
Obrigado, Joao.
And thank you, Nathalie.
Dino, die abgelaufene Saison ist nicht ganz nach Wunsch verlaufen. Was erwartest du dir denn von Joao und seinem Team in den kommenden Wochen? Und welche Ziele habt ihr euch gesteckt?
Für die kommenden Wochen haben wir uns einfach vorgenommen, beziehungsweise das Trainerteam, dass wir einfach die Basis für eine erfolgreiche Saison legen. In sämtlichen Belangen, gruppentaktisch, individualtechnisch, Fitnesslevel und. Natürlich, wenn wir über die Ziele sprechen, wir wissen alle um den Stellenwert dieses Vereins, wir wissen alle um die hohen Ansprüche. Deswegen das Ziel beim LASK wird es immer sein, dass wir international vertreten sind. Wir wollen um die internationalen Plätze spielen und das ist einfach ein ganz, ganz großes Ziel für diesen Verein und das wird sich auch nicht ändern.
Dankeschön. Joao, I just asked Dino in his role as a sporting director what he expects from you and your team in the coming season. Now I'd like to put this question also to you as a head coach. What do you expect from your squad and what is important in your opinion to be successful at the end of the day?
Look, what I expect from my team, I will be honest with you. I will tell you exactly what I told them this morning on the change room when we met. I just want them to make the fans proud, okay? I want them to, every match, after the match, even if we lose, I want them to feel that they gave everything and that the fans, they are proud of them, okay? We want to create a clear identity, okay? So when people watch LASK, they know our identity. They know what they are looking for, okay? So that is the two main things. And finally, in terms of objectives, I told them this morning, I don't set objectives with them. I just have one objective with them, winning the next match. Me, I believe on this, which is our mentality will be the next match is the most important one. I want them to be obsessed with the next 3 points. I don't want them to be focused on what will happen in 3, 4, 5 months. No. I really believe that in life we need to live on the present, because the past is gone. We cannot change. The future, we don't know what will happen. So the only opportunity we have to have impact or to change things is the present. So let's focus on the near present, and because of that, our mentality will be the next game, doesn't matter, the opponent is the most important one. So please don't ask me what happens in March, I don't care. It's just the next game. The next friendly match is the most important one, okay? So this is the most important thing for us. And finally, like I told them, and I'm telling all the departments of the club, and I told Mr. Sigmund and Dino when we met for the first time, I have a personal objective which is I want to create good memories, unforgettable memories with this group, and of course with the fans. So instead of talking about we want to finish top 3 or whatever, no. We want to win the next match, and we want to create nice memories together, because in 20 years I want to remember Linz with a good feeling, okay?
Thank you. Dino, vielleicht noch ein kurzes Personalupdate. Wen haben wir denn heute noch nicht gesehen?
Robert Schul hat heute noch ein individuelles Programm gemacht mit einer kleineren Geschichte, aber wir erwarten ihn in den nächsten Tagen Retour. Lenny Pinto befindet sich aktuell im Reha-Aufbautraining und Max Entrup hat nach dem Rapid-Spiel sich eine Muskelverletzung zugezogen, also er wird uns genauso wie Lenny jetzt noch in den nächsten Wochen fehlen. Und Tobi Laval hat eine Woche Sonderurlaub bekommen wegen dem Nationalteam. Wir alle freuen uns sehr, dass er sein Debüt gefeiert hat beim Nationalteam und Andrade ist aktuell beim Gold Cup.
Dankeschön. Soweit also zu den Spielern. Wir haben auch im Trainerteam ein paar neue Gesichter gesehen heute. Vielleicht dazu noch ein paar Worte.
Richtig. Also wir haben die Jungs, die uns gerade im Saisonfinish sehr geholfen haben, die sind alle weiter an Bord. Da möchte ich nochmal eben Maximilian Ritscher, Mario Milanic, Philipp Großalber hervorheben und nochmals für die überragende Arbeit in den letzten Wochen danken. Neu dazugestoßen im Trainerteam sind zum einen Rui Lemos als zusätzlicher Athletiktrainer. Wir haben Ricardo Pereira als zusätzlichen Tormann-Trainer und wir haben noch Abel Pimenta als zusätzlichen Co-Trainer neu im Trainerteam dazu. Und nicht zu vergessen, wenn wir schon die Neuzugänge erwähnen, dann Ralf Neumann von Salzburg als neuer Reha-Trainer komplettiert die medizinische Abteilung.
Dankeschön. Gut, dann starten wir auch schon mit der Medienrunde. Bitte, wer möchte denn die Eingangsfrage stellen? Markus Neißl, APA.
Eine Frage an Dino, one question to Joao. Dino, kannst du auf diesen Findungsprozess ein bisschen mitnehmen? Wie funktioniert das, dass man einen Trainer findet? Du hast gesagt, ihr seid schon länger in Kontakt gewesen, auch letztes Jahr war schon ein Thema. Aber gibt es da eine Liste, was war für euch wichtig, so diese Punkte, die ein Trainer unbedingt mitnehmen und mitbringen muss, damit er hier als Trainer arbeiten kann? And question to the coach, can you tell us about your idea of football?
Zur ersten Frage, also grundsätzlich ist es so, genauso wie man sich mit Spielern beschäftigt, mit allen ihren Facetten, genauso ist es dann auch mit den Trainern. Man muss permanent auch am Ball bleiben, auch den Trainermarkt, den Trainersektor irgendwo im Auge behalten und sich Gedanken machen. Man kann nicht immer erst reagieren, wenn gewisse Probleme da sind und, sondern man sollte auf gewisse Dinge eine gewisse Vorausplanung haben und auch vorbereitet sein. Und natürlich greifen wir mittlerweile schon auf ein sehr gutes internationales Netzwerk zurück, wo wir immer wieder mit gewissen Leuten sprechen, uns Infos, uns Tipps einholen, wo Trainer auch verfügbar sind und natürlich auch die Gespräche suchen. Man muss am Ball bleiben und die persönlichen Gespräche sind letztendlich die entscheidenden. Da merkt man wirklich auch dann, wie ein Trainer tickt, bringt er auch diese Leidenschaft, von der er spricht, merkt man das oder spürt man das dann auch in den einzelnen Gesprächen und das ist wirklich entscheidend. Und ich glaube, über die fachliche Kompetenz brauchen wir jetzt beim Joao nicht sprechen, weil er hat wirklich auf höchstem Niveau sowohl mit den weltbesten Spielern als auch mit weltberühmten Trainern gearbeitet und hat in sehr, sehr jungem Alter unglaubliche Erfahrungen gesammelt.
Okay, listen. Before speaking about the game idea that I'm expecting for the team, I would say that the most important thing is we want to change the culture here on the club, where we want players with desire to have the ball. Make sense? So in football you have a lot of players that don't want the ball. That's fine, I respect, but here we want to change this mentality where first of all we are looking for the players to change their mentality, where take responsibilities, ask for the ball, because at the end the ball is what can connect us on the pitch. So yes, we want a football-based possession, but for that we need to be good on the basic things like that. So we want the players to change the mentality where, come on, take responsibilities, show yourself, ask for the ball, and play. They will make mistakes? Yes, they will. But our idea, first of all, is the staff and me, we are trying to prepare the team with a clear game idea where we want to prepare the players to take these risks. What I mean is like, okay, you take the risk, but if you miss the ball, we want to be balanced. So basically it's that. We want to create a positive idea of football. We want the ball. We want to be pragmatic. It's not just having the ball for the sake of having the ball. No. We want to move the opponents. We want to open the gates, and when the gates are open, we want to filter the passes, okay? So we want to be vertical. We don't want to be just here saying, oh, we have 60% of ball possession, oh, well done, no. We want to create chances. We want to create this mentality where it's not only the result that matter, we need to analyze the match in depth, okay? We want to be focused on the chances created, because it's a good indicator that, okay, you dominate the game, but then you don't know if you win the game. You can be unlucky. You can have 3 balls on the post and you lose the game. But did you play bad? No. Maybe you respect your identity, the team gave everything, so we'll be not happy because we didn't win, but we will not lose our direction. That is really important for us, is we know where we want to go, we want to have tools to measure our way, and after, football is like life. There is many variables that we cannot control. Football is like that. So sometimes things will not be perfect, but our goal as a staff is to stick together and don't lose our vision to where we want to go, okay? So I hope I answer your question, okay?
Okay, weitere Fragen, further questions? Roland Streins, Sky Sport Austria.
Hi, Coach. You played against LASK with Lisboa and
No.
LASK,
With
Tottenham, sorry,
yeah.
with Tottenham, and LASK didn't have very much in common at this time with the idea that you have now from LASK. So what do you think? What are your expectations on yourself? How big will be the difference on the style, and how many more players do you need?
Okay.
How many transfers are coming up?
It's a lot of questions. Huh? No, just before, for you all, when you make the question, if you could tell your name and the company that you work for, just for me to start understanding.
Yeah, I said it, Roland Streins, Sky
Yeah,
Sport.
okay, but slowly.
But maybe they can also say it. Huh?
Okay, because before I didn't understand. You work for Sky Sport? No.
This is Markus Neisel for the Austria Press.
Austria Press
Yeah.
and Sky Sport. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, it's new. Okay, so yeah, well, first time in Linz was what, 4 years ago? 5 years ago, maybe. 5. Yeah, it was 5 years ago, and unfortunately, it was COVID time, and I didn't experience the fans on that time, and we played in the old stadium, and was strange for me because I don't know why. On that time was your Europa League. I felt something special with LASK. I was like, these guys, they are special. They were not a top team, not amazing players, but together they were a tough team to play against. And I was like, I remember completely that I was like, that is nice. That is nice for any coach when you are capable to take a group of players that they know they are not amazing, but together they are capable to do beautiful things. And I think that team, and even the other ones before with Glasner as well, I think that are the good examples of how you can create good memories together. You know, they didn't win the Europa League, but they did nice. They played nice matches together. I'm sure when they remember these past matches, they have good feelings. And this morning in the changing room with the players, I spoke about this. We want to recover this DNA of LASK. Doesn't mean that we need to play on the same way, but I want to recover this spirit. I would say this warrior spirit. We want to be a high press team, but organized. What I mean is, like, I don't want my team to go to press high just because, let's go, we press high. Or each one of them just be worried with, oh, my player is there, I go. No. It's, okay, we want to press high, we will work on that, but we want to be organized. So we want to give a little bit of stability to the team in terms of high press, try to protect our defenders a little bit more to the 1v1s at the back, And also, we want to get back this feeling of, we want to play the matches high to high. Do you understand? We want to look the opponents on the high. I was telling you, it's easy to play against I would say, with the teams with less capacities. But then when you face the strong teams, you start, okay? So I told the players, I want to change that. We want to recover this DNA of the club from the past, where doesn't matter where you go, you will play high to high, and every time with the mentality for the 3 points, like I told before. Our objective is next match, 3 points, that's it. We don't think further, okay? Only the next match matters.
Okay, so we have the next question from Günther Meyerhofer from Oberösterreichische Nachrichten. Okay?
Now we understood.
Yeah.
Schaut, you've worked with some very influential coaches in the past. If there was one ability, one soft skill, one quality of each one of them, what would you pick?
You said managers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I work with many. It's difficult to be here talking one by one because it will take a lot of time. But yeah, I learned from Jose, for example. First of all, I'll be forever grateful to him. And I think the younger coaches in the world, they should be grateful to him, okay? If today I'm here, or even other coaches around Europe and around the world, like Julian Nagelsmann, Tedesco, many, even Max, like last few matches, if they were coaching, and if we are coaching today, it's because of Jose. He changed the paradigm in football. Before him, that would not be possible. So he opened the doors to all of us. He opened the door for the not ex-player. Before it was only the ex-players that could be coaching. And Jose broke this paradigm, and we need to be grateful to him. And I swear, I'll be, for the rest of my life, grateful to him for that, but also for the opportunity that he gave me to work with him. With him, I learned how you need to set the spirit of the team, okay? It's impressive how he's capable to go inside of a meeting, and the way he transformed the head of the players, and the way the players, the eyes, they look like they start moving in different directions, like he gets inside of the player's head, and that was impressive for me, you know? His capacity of communication, his capacity of motivation, his capacity of leadership is something that was impressive for me. Galtier, I learned a lot. He's a gentleman. I learned that there is more than football in life. I learned the respect that we need to have for all the parts in football, all the elements, like you, for example. Everyone matter. I learned with him that the human connection is really important. So we need to connect with the people around us, otherwise you don't succeed, okay? So I learned that I need to take care of my guys, of my people. If I don't care about them, I will not survive. It's impossible. Alone, I cannot succeed. Okay, so I learned a lot with him. With Ranieri as well, gentleman. It's hard to describe. You can see what he did now with Roma. Ranieri showed his capacity to adapt to the context, never complains. He looks for what he has, and he finds always a solution, you know? And Leonardo Jardim, which is a Portuguese coach I work with in Monaco, we were champions. I learned with him the pragmatic side of football. The team, you need to know what you have, and don't complicate. If you don't have eggs, don't do omelets. You cannot do omelets, you know? So with him, I learned the importance to be pragmatic, okay? So on the defensive side, I learned a lot with him as well, and was good. But then at the end, I would say that I learned a common lesson with the four of them, which is they told me and they showed me that doesn't matter the level you are, sooner or later, adversity will arrive. A difficult moment will arrive. And I learned with them that on that moment, you need to stick together, and the way you react to that bad moment make the difference if you are successful or not. So I'm trying to tell my guys, and with Dino, we are every time speaking, that when that times arrive, let's stick together. Is what I was telling you before about, yes, we can lose a game, but let's put everything in question. Maybe not, because we need to have this capacity to react on the adversity and say, guys, come on, okay, we are unlucky, but we are on the right direction. So let's see the positives and the negatives, and when we have the negatives, let's try to work and improve and not repeat the mistakes again, of course. But yeah, I want this to be a style of life for us, like a mentality for us, to not put everything in question when things go wrong. Let's be pragmatic. Okay.
Next question from Klaus Mittmannsgruber, also from Oberösterreichische Nachrichten.
Both, yeah?
Yeah.
Same, okay.
Shoin, it's nice to meet you. We heard about your experience you gained. So how challenging is it now for you to take this first step into the first row as a head coach?
Yeah, good question, yeah. So, listen, I had opportunities before, but I didn't accept. Why? Maybe even me, I don't know. But it's just, I believe in intuition. I don't know, it makes sense? Intuition, yeah? I need to feel something here inside of my belly. And a lot of clubs, I didn't feel that. I go, interviews, we speak. I go home and it's like, it's missing something. And with LASK, I would say was the first time that I felt that butterflies in the belly, and is what I was looking for. This means something, I don't know, but for me, at least, is important. And I wait for this, so I want to trust my intuition. Is one decision that I took. I want that. So I felt that LASK is the club that motivates me, is a club that gives me the conditions and the tools to do my job. And yeah, I want where I want to be. I'm happy here. I don't want to rush my career. This is why I took time to take this step. I felt it's the right moment. I tried to prepare myself. And now, let's see what happens. I will just promise you that I will give my best. Then at the end of the day, let's see. But I will give my best.
Okay, we continue with Dennis Bankowski from ORF.
Sure, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Dennis Bankowski from Austrian Broadcasting Corporation, ORF.
So it's the national TV, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You told us about working together with Dino for 1 month in connection with maybe new players or the idea of football. Is there in this work with Dino some kind of a list which players you would like or will have a so-called wish list, or did you want to make an impression first at the training? What is the quality? Which players are on what position, right or not right, maybe? Und die Anschlussfrage an Dino: Was ist da noch zu erwarten jetzt mit diesem einen Neuzugang mit dem Herrn Jürgensen aus Dänemark?
First of all, which is the name? Marcus, yeah. That one. I forgot to, because you asked me about the recruitment, and I forgot. I'm sorry, okay? But now it's the same. Because you were doing the question, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to ask. Sorry, yeah? I will ask him now, okay? So, listen, first of all, football changed a lot like 20 years ago was different from today. In the best project of my career, I would say that the projects that go well is the projects where the sporting director role exists. The way football is nowadays is so competitive, the clubs are so well organized that it's impossible for me as a head coach to be focused on the recruitment. I don't have time. I need to prepare my team, I need to speak with my players, I need to analyze the opponents, I need many things. I cannot know where is the best young under 17 in Japan. I don't have time. You understand? So I believe that football needs to go in this direction where we need these kind of people that are side to side with us, and I believe that they play a big role on the modern football. So I trust them in terms of recruitment, in terms of scouting. Of course, the way we work is we need to be on the same line. So what I do is I have my game idea, I have my philosophy, I know where I want to go, I know what I want for the team, and instead of saying which players I want, I tell him which profile I want. Makes sense for you? I will not say, I want this player, I want this winger capable to play wide, left foot, wherever. Make sense? And based on that, they start looking with the guys they have, the scouts, and they start filtering the players to me and to my staff. And when we have the final list, like the final 2-3 options, we analyze and then we give opinion, okay? But this is like a team job, okay? We need to be on the same page. It's really important. Our communication, he needs to know my feelings. So for example, today after session, I told him straight away my feelings, because he needs to know. He needs to understand what is in my mind, because otherwise it will be a mess. So more important than everything is communication and ensure that we are on the same page. Regarding the question about the players that we need, I cannot tell you exactly how many players left already the club. How many? 8, 9? Because around 9, I think, and maybe 1 or 2 more, we don't know, because the market is like this. But it's a big number of players leaving, okay? But I don't want 9 players. I don't want to sign 9 players. That doesn't mean that if 9 leave, 9 come. No. I believe, first of all, we are not playing in Europe this season. So I cannot have the same size of the squad, because I believe that the big squads become difficult to motivate the players. Everyone wants to play, you know? And if you have, the squad last season was big. It's not easy to manage a changing room if you have 4 players for the left winger position. Come on, you know? It's difficult. So first of all, we want to reduce the squad number in order to increase the competition and the spirit on the team. And well, right now it's difficult to tell you exactly the positions, but yeah, we are looking at least 4 players, I can say. 4 or 5. If 5 maybe is better, but I need to convince Dino and Sigmund. Yeah, you can speak.
Ja, er hat es eigentlich vorweggenommen, aber natürlich bis auf der Torhüterposition, wir wollen uns natürlich in jeder Linie noch, wo wir sehen, da ist noch ein bisschen Bedarf, dass wir uns in der Breite verstärken, dass wir den Konkurrenzkampf erhöhen und. Es wird sich sicherlich noch einiges tun, sowohl auf der Abgangsseite als auch auf der Zugangsseite. Fakt ist aber, wir wollen einen kompakten Kader haben. Wir wissen, dass wir dieses Jahr in Österreich auch 2 Kaderplätze mehr haben in der Liga. Spielt auch nochmal eine entscheidende Rolle, weil dann 2 Spieler mit im Kader dabei sein können und nicht zu Hause bleiben. All das werden wir natürlich berücksichtigen.
Gibt es noch Fragen? Markus Neißl nochmal.
Und nochmal nachgehakt, Dino, wenn man sich die letzte Saison anschaut, von der ersten Elf, wenn man so will, ist ja eigentlich bis auf die Innenverteidigung gar nicht so viel passiert. Jovicic vielleicht auf der rechten Seite, da hat man ja schon jetzt einen neuen Spieler geholt. Also in Wahrheit, vielleicht kann man es konkretisieren, wo sicher noch Handlungsbedarf gibt, ist die Innenverteidigung, weil da gibt es ja im Kader aktuell 2 Spieler, meiner Meinung nach, mit Andrade und mit Cissé, also da wird sich sicher was tun. Aber überall anders ist mir eigentlich gar nicht so schlecht aufgestellt und so ein bisschen eine Fangfrage, weil der Trainer gesagt hat, er will Spieler, die den Ball wollen. Du kennst den Kader sehr gut. Wie viele Spieler habt ihr im Kader, die den Ball wollen?
Sehr viele und ich glaube, ihr wart ja heute bei der Trainingseinheit draußen und konntet gewisse Dinge sehen. Ich glaube, wir haben eine Mannschaft, die den Ball haben will, die das durchaus in der Lage ist, umzusetzen, was Joao von ihnen fordert. Ich finde, das hat man in den ersten paar Minuten Übungen dann auch immer mehr sehen können. Wir haben technisch überragende Spieler. Ich will jetzt gar nicht auf einzelne Spieler oder so weiter eingehen, aber natürlich gibt es vielleicht noch das eine oder andere Profil, was uns im Kader vielleicht fehlt. Es geht dann gar nicht um Positionen, es kann vielleicht die gleiche Position sein, aber 2 Spieler interpretieren ihre Rolle vollkommen anders und darum geht es. Wir wollen dann einfach eine gewisse Ausgewogenheit dann auch im Kader haben, dass wir dem Trainer einfach auch noch gewisse Optionen mehr bieten können.
Da drüben war noch ein Handzeichen, bitte das Mikro rübergeben. Andrea Hinterlechner von Servus TV.
Hello, question to the coach. You have been to so many big clubs in different countries. How much do you know about Austria and the Austrian League?
Listen, the first time Lask contacted me was last year. So, since last year, we had, I can tell that, yeah. So, that was close to happen last year, but then at the end didn't happen. And since that moment, I was following Lask every time. So automatically, I start following the Austrian League. I know the Austrian League quite well, I would say. Of course, before that, Salzburg was the main reference in Europe about Austria. So even I play against them in Champions League sometimes. And yeah, they were the big reference. But since I play against Lask, I start following Lask. Then Lask was very famous in Portugal when they beat Sport Lisbon. And you spoke about twice, yeah. So believe me, everyone in Portugal knows Lask for the bad reasons, of course, on that time. But yeah, but I would say that is a kind of league that is incredible. The number of young players that are going to the big clubs right now in the past years, and it's nice to see as well that the transfer fee is increasing. I think that means, I used to say that when the fees of the players, the transfer fees increase, that reflects as well the respect and the vision that people have for the league. So I would say that the Austrian league is going up in terms of quality. It's not a big league in terms of number of teams, only 12. But I think the format they create with the championship round and relegation round is a good way to give a good stimulus to the country. So I believe better match. You can watch better match. So I would say it's positive, this format when you have small leagues. And yeah, I watch good games. I think very intense. I think, and that will be a good challenge to face that winter games, the cold nights with the rain. I think would be a good experience because it's a challenge. Because when we want to play good football, etc., but you go to play to a stadium and the grass is not amazing, you need to adapt. You need to be pragmatic. So I hope the level of the grasses of every stadium is good. I know it's not easy for the clubs, but that will be good. And yeah, I would like to say as well that the national team is doing well. I think with Ralf Rangnick He's doing a very good job. I really enjoy Austria in the last European, the Euros. I think they were very nice. I really enjoyed the team. And yeah, it's a league as well that is able to convince young players from good leagues, from the example of Salzburg that is capable to sign players from PSG and City. So that shows that the young players, they trust this league, okay? So yeah, I like.
Wir haben da noch ein Handzeichen. Michael Schütz von der Kronenzeitung.
You've mentioned the communication before. How would you describe yourself in dealing with the players? What is important for you? Are there some no-goes?
What is important for me is the person I am, I don't fake. I told them today. From day on, the first day, the person I am, I'll be every day. I believe that when you work in football, which is an industrial area of emotions, of passion, when you work in these kind of industries, you cannot fake. You cannot manipulate your personality or your way of being. So I'll be very close to them. I'm like that. I need to feel them. I need to touch them. I'm like this. I need to speak with them. So my style is like this. I want connection with the players. I want connection with the people around the club. It's my nature. Is the best? I don't know. But it's the one that I believe. Is the one that I feel comfortable. So I'm very direct with them. Maybe you could see today in the session, I go I need to be with them. I need to feel them. You know, I need to interact with them. It's my way. So my communication style will be like this. Very close to them, never lie to them, never fake who I am. And never, if I tell them something, I would not say something different behind. It's like this. It's my nature. Maybe it's not the best. I don't know. Let's see.
Da war noch eine Abschlussfrage. Maybe we do the last question from Matthias Bötzelberger from Lola.
In the welcome call, you said that flexibility is a core value you want to implement in the team. How is it possible to do that without overwhelming the players? Because last year,
without
overwhelming. Because
yeah.
Because last year the team played in various different formations, and it was not always easy for the players. So how is this possible, but without overwhelming?
Good. Good question. It's important what you are saying. I don't want to overwhelming the players. Okay. What I want is a clear identity. It's like, doesn't matter if we play against the last, if we play against the first, we want to play the same way. Okay. When I speak about flexibility, is about what is happening on the pitch. It's like, for example, imagine that we play against a team that press high, okay? So we need to be very focused in our first phase of build-up, our solutions, what we need to do. They come for man-to-man. We need to have solutions. They don't come for man-to-man. We need to have the spare player, okay? But if we play against a low-block team, we need to be focused on the third phase. And, for example, if I build the second phase in one way, okay? But I go to the match and the team is completely low block, I cannot build in the same way that if I was in the second phase. So what I mean is I want this flexibility for the team to understand the moments, to understand the game, which is, I don't want my team to waste 45 minutes to come to the halftime and say, hey guys, come on, they are not pressing, they are on low block, this doesn't make sense, we need to go to our plan against the third phase. Okay, so the flexibility is this, we have a plan for different phase of the game, and I want the team to be flexible to read the moment, what the match is asking you, what is happening on the pitch, which kind of opposition we have, okay? And of course, then we go more in deep, They are back five, they are not back five, they are two strikers, not, okay? But when I speak about flexibility, it's about this. It's not next game we play 3 at the back, next game we play 4. No, that is overwhelming. My flexibility is inside of the game, having this capacity to do what the match is asking us to do, okay? It's okay?
Okay, ich glaube, das war die letzte Frage. Ich sehe zumindest kein Handzeichen mehr. This was the last question. Now some information from my part.
Just say one thing?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just to finish, I would like to tell you that, okay, I hope we spend a lot of time together here. I hope to see you every week. And I'm not perfect. I know I will do mistakes. Maybe you do mistakes. Doesn't matter. It's like this life. The only thing I will ask you is, you can be mad with the coach, with me. That's fine. It's your job. If you need to be mad with me, that's fine. I'm here to handle. But I would ask you respect for the man, for the person. Okay? So let's separate things. The coach is one thing, the man is other. So everything related to my job, I'm here for you, but never break the limits. And don't forget that behind the coach there is a man that needs to be respected. I need to drink. Okay, just that. And I want you to know that from my side, I'll be every time respectful for you as well, okay?
Okay, thank you, Joao. I will give some information to the fans for the upcoming friendly match now, for the ending. Ja, also bevor wir jetzt dann die Pressekonferenz beenden, gibt es noch ein paar Informationen, nämlich zum Sommerfahrplan unserer Athletiker. Am kommenden Samstag bereits könnt ihr die LASK-Profis hautnah beim Testspiel gegen die Regionalauswahl in Peuerbach erleben. Anstoß ist da um 15 Uhr. Gespielt wird in der Gunter-Matic-Arena in Peuerbach. Die Tickets dafür, die sind jetzt schon im Vorverkauf erhältlich, nämlich in unserem Fanshop am Helmut-Kögliberger Platz, und ansonsten gibt es vor Ort dann dort auch eine Tageskasse. Am 5. Juli und am 12. Juli testet der LASK gegen Hertha Wels und gegen AS Trenčín in Pasching im Föstalpine-Stadion. Diese Spiele finden ohne Zuschauer statt. Die nächste Gelegenheit gibt es aber dann bereits am 9. Juli um 17 Uhr gegen Brøndby den LASK zu sehen, nämlich da wird gespielt am LASK-Platz an der Daimlerstraße. Ja, und dann geht es auch schon los mit der diesjährigen Summer Series Upper Austria mit dem Eröffnungsspiel am 18. Juli gegen Hajduk Split, und einen Tag darauf ist dann das große Saisonopening gegen Union Berlin, wo Abo Plus Besitzer und LASKler Abonnenten freien Eintritt genießen. Ja, und Stichwort Abo. Der Eintritt beim Saisonopening ist nur gültig der frei, wenn ihr euer Plus-Abo oder euer LASKler-Abo noch bis 15. Juli abschließt. Sichert euch also jetzt gleich noch euer Abo. Auf unserer Website gibt es alle Informationen zu den verschiedenen Modellen, nämlich unter Tickets, und dann eben auf Abos klicken. Ja, und dann machen wir noch einen kurzen Exkurs in unseren Fanshop, denn seit kurzem ist das Away-Trikot, also unser Auswärtstrikot für diese Saison erhältlich, entweder im Onlineshop oder im LASK-Fanshop am Helmut-Kögliberger Platz. Das war's dann eigentlich auch schon wieder, soweit von unserer Seite. Ich sage vielen lieben Dank fürs Dabeisein. Dankeschön, Dino, dass du dir Zeit genommen hast.
Sehr gerne.
Obrigado, Joao.
Danke.
Und danke auch an die zahlreichen anwesenden Medienvertreter. Danke, dass ihr unserer Einladung gefolgt seid, und nicht zuletzt vielen Dank an euch Fans vor dem Livestream. Wir senden euch schwarz-weiße Grüße und sehen uns ganz bald wieder. Bis bald.